What's up, guys? Sergeant Arthur right here, and today we're reacting to the history of the Jews. I'm just gonna avoid I'm just going to avoid some jokes that I might usually want to tell. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, there's 13,000 dislikes. Oh, and the comments are turned off. I wonder why that is. I wonder who has been commenting. I wonder who's been disliking these videos. Oh. Anyways, guys, yeah, history of the Jews. Why not? Jews are pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So let's react to them.
Which would quickly become one of the most complex. A century ago, a conflict arose which would quickly become one of the most complex and controversial in the world. A conflict between two very different people for the same territory. To understand its origins, let's retrace the history of the Jewish people on a map. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict will be explained in a following video.
Okay.
The story begins in 750 BC when the Near East
was divided. God dang it. My last video, something got messed up. I don't remember what. So yeah, this is me redoing it. I forgot what was even in my last video. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna be doing my $0 gift card giveaway, like reveal of who I gave it to, after this video. So yeah, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I guess when I feel like it. Also, school started, so I don't know how that's going to affect schedules, but I'm also going to get a job, so that might affect my uploading schedule, but we'll see. Probably won't, but we'll see.
Into many small kingdoms and city-states. They were wedged between the Assyrian Empire to the north and Egypt in the south. Among them was the Kingdom of Israel, whose people worshipped several gods.
It's a lot of little kingdoms.
Including Yahweh. In 700.
Well, that's where the Philistines came from. Aren't they like in the Bible or something?
122 BC, the capital Samaria fell to the Assyrian Empire. Part of the population then fled to the Kingdom of Judah.
Judah?
And
is that why they're called Jews and not Israelites?
Jerusalem. But they would be followed by the...
Or Israelis? Wait. They're called Israelis, though. Okay, whatever, Kai. Okay, whatever, let's just watch.
Syrian army as they continue their expansion towards the south. The region then remains under their control for a century until the fall of Nineveh to the Babylonians. Egypt and Babylon would then compete for territories of the old empire. But the Babylonians quickly take over and project their power in the region. Jerusalem resists this new rule and rebels. The Babylonian army then returns to besiege and destroy the city. Much of the
Jeez, they're being taken over by everyone.
Population is then moved to the capital.
Oh, that's when that happened. That sucks.
In 539 BC, the Achaemenid Persian
now they're gonna get conquered by someone else.
Empire takes over Babylon. The new king authorizes a free passage for Judeans, prompting many to return to Jerusalem.
Yeah, I heard the Persians are pretty cool. They're very religiously tolerant and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool, guys. Nice job. But a lot of them see them as, like, I guess the bad guy or something, because Greece took it over, and they see that as like a heroic story and stuff. So then they automatically associate the Persians with being the bad guys, even though the Persians are actually pretty cool.
They would then rebuild the city and organize the foundations of Jewish culture by building the Temple of Solomon and writing the Torah.
That's so nice. Like, that's so nice.
In 334 BC, the ambitious young Macedonian king Alexander the Great set out with his army to conquer the known.
But what's happening there? What the heck? Look where my mouse is.
The ambitious young Macedonian king Alexander the Great set out with his army to conquer the known world. In just over 10 years, he rakes up a huge territory and builds many cities. But exhausted by conquest, he died at age 32 in Babylon without an heir of governing age. The empire was then divided by his generals into various Hellenic kingdoms. Judea came under the control of the Ptolemaic dynasty. A Jewish
that's how you
community
pronounce it.
settles in the new city of Alexandria, and the Torah is translated into Greek. Following a war against the
That music is
dynasty,
funky.
Hellenic and Jewish culture developed friction to the point that one of the altars of the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem was dedicated to the worship of Zeus. A traditionalist anti-Hellenic Jewish militia is organized and takes control of Jerusalem in 164 BC.
So they have like their own little country again. Wow.
The temple is restored and the kingdom of Judea becomes independent.
Dang. Okay.
A century later,
Never mind.
the region was conquered by the Roman army. The Judeans would organize two major revolts against the new regime, which were violently crushed.
Oh yeah.
The first revolt in 66 provoked the siege of Jerusalem, followed by the destruction of its temple. The only wall of the enclosure that survived would become known as the Wailing Wall. During the second revolt, the
How was it called that?
city was razed and a great part of the population slaughtered. This time, the
Rude,
Jews were forbidden a safe passage to Judea. Many migrate to Galilee and across the empire.
Oh yeah. The Jews were persecuted a
Towards the
lot.
end of the Roman Empire, Christianity was the dominant religion and Jerusalem a place of pilgrimage. The largely well-to-do Jewish community in the Mediterranean basin began to be persecuted, especially in the Visigoth and Byzantine empires. In the 7th century, following the birth of Islam, begins an Arab conquest.
Goodness.
In some cases, Jews support the conquest in the hope of better conditions. They are tolerated by the Arabs and only polytheistic peoples are forcibly converted.
Jeez, the Byzantine Empire lost a lot of land.
In Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock is built, making the city holy to the three monotheistic religions. The Arabs arrive in the Iberian Peninsula, which they call Al-Andalus. Here, 5% of the population is Jewish,
That actually seems like a lot, considering how little people were Jewish.
ushering in a golden age of culture. Meanwhile, in Europe, Jews are not only tolerated as people who witnessed times before Christ, but also as the sole traders between Catholics and Muslims. This allows Jews to gradually establish themselves in all of Western Europe. In the 11th century, the Seljuk Turks, a Central Asian people, began their expansion and reached Jerusalem. They persecute Christians and forbid pilgrimages to the city. In response, Christians in Europe organized crusades, military and religious expeditions to the Holy City. Along the way, they massacred Jewish communities who they now consider a deicide people who killed Jesus Christ.
Rude.
In 1347,
Oh, man.
Genoese merchant boats from Kaffa helped spread the Black Death. In 5 years, the disease wreaks havoc in Europe, killing almost half its population. A rumor spreads accusing Jews of poisoning whales, resulting in their persecution mainly along the Rhine and Rhone region and their eventual expulsion.
Oh, those silly Germans. Doing it early.
In Spain, the Reconquista ends. The Catholic kings serve an ultimatum to the Jews to either convert or leave. The majority who choose to leave settle along the Mediterranean coast, mainly in the Ottoman Empire, where they are welcomed.
Oh. Oh, geez, it's so weird seeing, like, this... I thought that was the Byzantine Empire at first. So yeah, the Ottomans, that's pretty nice of them.
The Poland-Lithuania Commonwealth becomes a haven for Jews from Western Europe due to favorable migration policies. In the 17th century, the region hosts more than 300,000,
Hey, hold on, doesn't Prussia control that or something?
or about half of the Jews in the world. But
That's a
changed
lot!
in 1648 with the revolt of the Cossacks' Ukrainian presence against the nobility and the Jews. They accused the Jews of having a privileged relationship with those in power. More than 100,000 Jewish people are killed or flee the region. This episode would weaken the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, besieged on all sides by neighboring powers.
Okay, Prussia did not look like that back
150
then.
years, the regime
That's
falls
the German
and its
Empire, that's
territory
what that
is
looked
carved
like.
up. The Jewish community is divided, and 900,000 of them find themselves in the Russian Empire where they are not welcome.
Oh, these maps, I don't know. A lot of them are bad. I don't like them.
They quickly become the targets of attacks called pogroms, a Russian term meaning devastation. Given the lack of response from authorities, these attacks become more frequent and deadly. The Jews then emigrate to the United States and Western Europe, which in the meantime has improved their living conditions. It is in this context that the first Zionist Congress is held in Basel in 1897.
Oh, wow.
Contemplating the founding of a new homeland for the Jewish people in Palestine. But the Ottoman Empire is fiercely...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the word Palestine was actually originally meant as like an insult for the Jews. Like, that's what they called that province over there or something. So, yeah.
Opposed to the project. A few years later, the First World War breaks out. The Ottoman Empire fought alongside Germany. When the Allies were in trouble and desperately sought further support, the then British Minister of Foreign Affairs, Arthur Balfour, wrote an open letter promising a Jewish homeland in Palestine in return for Jewish support. In parallel, they support the Arab rebellion against the Ottoman Empire by promising them independence in the liberated territories. At the end of the war, the map of the Middle East was redrawn and divided up
even though they literally lied about what they were going to give them
between the European powers. Palestine comes under the British mandate, marking the beginning of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Oh, goodness. What? Oh, no, okay, if you guys like that, then I'll react to this one, part 2, the Israel-Palestine conflict. So yeah, that's exciting. Anyways, let's try to keep it, you know, let's try to keep the comment section, you know, just down here, okay? Anyways, thank you all for watching, everyone. I really enjoyed that. Geo History is a great channel, in my opinion, but yeah. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and goodbye. Oh, look, they're actually from Belgium. That's cool. Anyways, goodbye. Hello, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and, you know, turn on the notification bell thingy. And if you didn't, then make sure to leave a thumbs down. Oh yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, go ahead and watch my other videos. They're probably just as good, and if not better than this one right now. Except for my oldest videos, don't watch those. And, you know, subscribe to these people down here, my fellow sergeants. They're other YouTubers that I either know or I have in high regards. Yeah, even my cat agrees. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day.